My great grandma used to do body shots off of babies.
Grady likes to party.
Whatever.
That's not where I saw this going.
Whenever a family member would come over with their baby, my great grandma would check to see if the soft spot on their head had closed up. If it hadn't, she'd put tequila on the soft spot and suck it off their heads.
I almost spit my beer out. I don't think that can be topped.
Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, skull! Yule has begun. Happy Yule, Merry Christmas
holiday
time. It's Christmas time. Trouble doll.
Whatever holiday you fucking practice. We might even cover some of those holidays, actually.
What Blake just had.
My family hates that movie.
Why?
What movie?
They think it is one of the worst Christmas movies ever.
What are we talking about?
I'm not going to your wedding now. I don't want to meet these people anymore.
What's the name of it again?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. They hate Jingle All the Way. I showed it to them last Christmas. Right? I showed it to Kate and the kids. I said, "This is one of the greatest bad Christmas
she hated
movies
it
ever."
Isn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Collectively, yes. All of them were like, "This is the worst Christmas movie we've ever." Halfway through, they're like, "Can we turn it off?"
Is it too late?
I don't know the toy.
Is it too late to call this fucking wedding off? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Kate?
We got a new family.
What the fuck, Kate? I mean, listen, I get it. It's not. Is it a good movie?
It's not for everybody.
No. Is it a classic? Yeah. Yes, it is.
I have a real question.
Movie. What?
I have the real question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is. You know what? And it's funny. My in-laws even said Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I'm like,
I don't agree.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's not
Everybody in the comments, I want your fucking input on this. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Because it is. And if you say it's not, you're fucking wrong.
No. Just because something happens at Christmas does not make it a Christmas movie.
Okay, so how about this? Someone gets
fucking
brutally
bitch.
murdered on Christmas Day. It becomes a Christmas tragedy, right? Like on the news, Christmas tragedy in this town. It's a Christmas thing. It happened on Christmas Day. Murder is not a Christmas thing, but when it happens on Christmas, people call it a Christmas tragedy.
I feel like that's not the same.
It's close enough.
You're wrong, Doc. Anyway, so we're going to be going over. Speaking of Christmas,
that's like saying every horror movie is a Halloween movie. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you watch horror movies like on typically around Halloween? They're pretty.
I'm not saying when you typically watch them. I'm saying just because it's a horror movie doesn't make it a Halloween movie, and just because actually, if it's about Halloween, it would literally be a Halloween movie. But
well, there is a new horror Christmas. Not new. It came out last year, I think. But the Terrifier Christmas movie. That's a Christmas movie.
Technically,
it's a horror movie. And
now, Terrifier is that's not saying that. Like, that's an example. That Terrifier movie, Christmas movie. Not every Die Hard movie is a Christmas movie, but the first one is. Actually, no. The second one is too.
I've never seen anything past the first one. I didn't know there
because he goes back to New York and it's Christmas travel time.
I'm dying hard on
the ground. You know,
dying hard, dude.
Die Hard is a fucking Christmas movie. Now, not all of them are. Just like not all the Terrifiers are Christmas movies, but that one I know what you're talking about. It is.
I agree. Speaking
of Christmas, we're going to be going over some weird Christmas traditions, both around the world and off of Reddit threads and stuff that I have found. So we're going to have a little fun with this one tonight because it is fucking Christmas. Krampus. You know, it is Yule. We burned the Yule goat yesterday to start off Yule. Skull.
Hopefully the cat didn't eat you.
I'm happy for you.
The cat.
I am interested in, and I'm sure
we're also all drinking
topics brought up throughout this episode. But even off camera, if some things don't get brought up, I'm interested in hearing about this season for pagans because I'm not educated on it at all.
I'm not religious, so I have
You
no
want to
idea
know
what that even means.
a lot of the pagan traditions were adopted by Christians. So like most
I knew that.
the fucking Yule tree, the Christmas tree. The Yule log, families burn a Yule log. That's a pagan tradition. What other ones? The decorations that you put up is a pagan tradition. It's all pagan. Like it's basically a lot of the same things. There's just different things that go into it, right? So for like
the meanings are different.
the meanings are different. It's more of like
that's what I'm interested
your
in.
intentions for yourself personally and
Meanings.
spiritually.
Meanings change throughout time.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And that's why it's so interesting to hear. Oh, I got speaking of meanings being different. This isn't really a meaning being different, but representations as a whole. Me and Kate received a gift from her grandparents yesterday.
Was it money?
One of the gifts, no.
Oh.
One of the gifts was a book of Jesus and different paintings of Jesus throughout the world. And let me tell you, is that interesting? Because
Korean
there
Jesus.
was one dude, no, seriously, there's like 1800s paintings of Jesus in China, and he's wearing like traditional Chinese garb in these paintings, and like looks like that. And I'm just like, okay, that's like really interesting. Obviously, growing up in America as a white man, you're used to seeing white Jesus in his white robe with his beard, like
His
you know
blue
what I mean?
eyes
You
and
see all
his
these
dirty
paintings
blonde
and you're like,
hair.
yeah, no,
I've seen Black
seriously,
Jesus.
which is not,
too.
let me say this before someone goes to the comments and goes, I gotta tell this white man, I gotta tell Whitey what's right. Yes, I know Jesus wasn't fucking white. He lived in the Middle East. Of course, he wasn't white.
That'd be a
Jesus.
fucking miracle, wouldn't it?
The game store I play Warhammer and shit at has a Blanta.
That's awesome. Have you seen the Cat?
Do you know
Williams?
what a Blanta is? Do you know what a Blanta is, Doc?
A Black Santa?
Yeah, I call it Blanta.
Dude, have you seen the Cat Williams Nutcracker? Black Nutcracker?
I've actually seen
I
the
think I
musical
have.
Hip Hop Nutcracker, which is
It's Black
an all black
Nutcracker.
comedy, but
Let me look
to
it
be
up.
fair, it is. Yeah, there's no white people in it, but
Cat Williams Black Nutcracker.
Just look up Black Nutcracker, and it's
That
like the
doesn't-
first
it
one.
just-
It
it just
looks like
sounds bad.
Cat Williams. It is so fucking funny.
there is a Hip Hop Nutcracker like Broadway. It's actually really good.
Well, is it the Sam's Club one?
Maybe, hold on.
Dude, there's
Black
like so fucking many of them now. Theo Vaughn's the one that found it, right?
Yeah, Theo Vaughn is like bought it, and he was like, "Yeah, Cat Williams, dog," and it's so funny. But yeah, I saw that shit, and it cracked me up. I was like, that is Cat Williams. I wanted to buy one. I wanted to get one last Christmas because I think we saw it at like Home Depot or something. Kate wouldn't let me buy it.
Have you seen the TikTok where it's
That was so
got
cool.
the white one and then it's got the black Nutcracker? And it's like, if this is the Nutcracker, does that make this?
We're not finishing the word.
And then a black guy was like, yes. And then he finished the whole thing. But it was so funny.
For the audience to see, this is
Awesome. It's the Cat Williams Nutcracker.
the Cat Williams.
I love Cat
Nutcracker.
Williams. That motherfucker cracks me up. He's funny as hell.
He's my second favorite comedian.
You know, it had me actually think about like one thing I forgot
He's
to
up there.
actually look into for topics is really bad Christmas presents that people have gotten, because that you telling me about like the book of Jesus from around the world made me think of like bad Christmas presents. Like my wife's grandmother
What if there's a book of Muhammad
sends us, and it's funny because every year when she sends a Christmas present, there's nothing marked on it of what it even is for.
Okay.
I don't even think we get a return address on this thing. And we open it and it's just like, there's no card. You just open it and it's just this item, right? So full disclosure, her grandma's a hoarder.
Okay.
So the things that we get are things that she found in the house.
Trash, essentially. You're telling me she sent you trash.
Some things we're like, oh, that actually came in handy. Like a cutting board was a really nice cutting board.
Awesome.
People compliment our cutting board. They're like, that's a really nice cutting board. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, her grandma sent it because she had it like stored in her basement or some shit.
Who's complimenting the cutting board?
Just women.
A lot of adults.
Adult women.
Said women.
White girls.
I'll compliment a cutting board.
There was one year I got shoes, and they weren't even shoes that I typically would wear. Also, they weren't even my size.
Yeah.
So, I was like, okay, thank you.
You guys remember?
Hang on. We got piggy banks, actual
Interesting
piggy banks, like pigs,
People still
glass
use coins?
pigs.
That one's fun.
And it was like they had like a cork nose and shit. I'm just like, okay, that's a piggy bank.
I would actually love that, just for like, just because it's fun, nostalgic type. Because no one uses those anymore, so it's like fun.
Nobody even has coins anymore.
Well, the funny thing about the cutting board, we didn't get the. She sent 2 packages. One had the oil to treat the cutting board. We got that first. And I was like, what the fuck did she send us? Like, what is this? What's it for?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then later that day, we got the cutting board, and I was just like, why didn't she send these in the same box?
You guys remember the time that changed where you knew you were getting older because you would get gifts or you wanted gifts that you would have been disgusted by when you were a kid?
As a
You're
child.
like, the fuck is this?
And you're
Like,
kind
dude, a
of
couple years ago.
If I get things like, if I got a new vacuum, I would be like, this is amazing. I really needed this. If someone gave me socks as a kid, I'd be like, get this fucking shit out of my face.
yeah,
A couple
I
years
know.
ago, my parents were like, "Hey, what do you want? What do you want for Christmas?" And I was like, "I want things that I need for my home." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, dish soap,
Pots and pans.
I don't pots. I don't care." And they were like, "You don't want anything else?" And I'm like, "Dude, I would rather go buy myself things that I want, not things that I need. So please, underwear, socks, paper towel." And they were like, "Okay."
It's funny because it's just like groceries, please. You know, stuff
Yeah.
where you're, like stuff that you need for your house and shit, and you're just like, I'll take that.
I want some
I-
Feliz Navi dollars. That's what I want.
Yeah. I would rather
Money.
have the dopamine response of purchasing myself the things that I want instead of being like, "Thanks for all these things I want. Now I got to go to the grocery store because I don't have any food in my freezer. See you later."
Dude, did you guys ever, when you were a kid, you would get a card and you would either have to act like you gave a shit if there was no money in it, and then if there was, or if you knew there was money, you just had to
Pretend that you didn't see it.
Just let it drop. You're like, oh my god, oh there was money in it.
I still to this day do that. Like
I do the
at least
same thing.
even for birthday, my grandma, my in-laws, they give us cards that have money in it, and I just read it, and I don't even acknowledge the money in it.
You just let it.
I don't acknowledge it at all. I just say thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's so sweet. Thank you. And then I put the money in my pocket, and I don't ever mention the money.
Acknowledge it.
I don't acknowledge it. I just pretend it's not even there. So
It's like let it fall. I'm like, oh my god.
I've seen a TikTok where a guy opened a card and hundreds of dollars came pouring out of it. Oh, thank you, Grandma.
Yeah, I've seen that, and he's like, "Oh, that's great. Oh, look at that." Have you ever gotten the card?
Pretend that you're reading the card too.
Yeah.
They want you to read it out loud. You're like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
You open it. It's from GamCam, right? And
it's all the whole side is a fucking note.
Well, no. It's like she gives you your card along with all of her other grandchildren sitting right next to you, right? And you open yours, and you got like $50 or $100 in there, and then you look over, and some of the other ones only got like $20, and you're just like, let me hide that really fucking
It's always
quick.
super weird,
you know?
when all the kids or grandkids get like different amounts of money than everybody than each other.
Yeah,
based on age.
Because then you know who's the favorite.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because my grandma came up to me and my sister one time, and she goes, "When you open it, hide the money. I didn't give everybody else the same as y'all." And we were like, "Thanks, Grandma."
Mama loves me most.
We used.
You know what? That's what Blake needs for Christmas is a new fucking headset.
Yeah, watch his TikTok so he can pay for his new headset, guys.
Fund him so that he can get himself a new headset for Christmas.
I'm literally just waiting till after Christmas before I get a new one because I don't know what Kate got me, and we'll see. I am like I was told not to buy anything for myself that I've been wanting / needing.
That's like the worst too. Like have you ever done that? You buy something and someone's like,
Is Kate hard
Yeah,
to
there
shop
goes
for?
that.
Is Kate hard to shop for Christmas? Does she like not tell you what she
Yes.
wants?
Yes and no. Yes, because she wants it. Like, she is like, I want this for Christmas. I want it. This is what I want. And it's like, okay. And she's like, you can get it now. So I'm like, all right.
She
So there's
wants.
not many
She's like,
surprises.
she'll say she wants it. She wants it for Christmas, meaning buy this for me right now.
Yeah. Buy it for me right now and put it under the tree, and I'll get it Christmas Day. Right. So, other than
Surprise!
but like easy, because she just straight up tells you, right? So it's pretty easy to figure out. Or if it's like, hey, we're here to get this thing, and just like sometimes she'll just be like, hey, that's over there. I know you're gonna be on this side of town without me the other day in a few days. Just let me know. Like, here you go. Go get that. All right, thanks.
Difference between being an adult.
Alicia tends to buy her own shit throughout the year. So when Christmas time comes around, everything she wants, she's already got.
Yeah.
And there was, I told her to make me a list of things that you want for Christmas. And she sent me things. And one of the items, I laugh, and I even said, why did you give me an item that is no longer even available to buy? It was one of those,
What was it?
it was a ring. It was this ring that, you know how like their watches and stuff will, it's a fitness ring, but it has like sensors and shit in it that go to your phone and stuff. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Fitbit
about.
or something?
It's not a Fitbit. It's something else. But the I looked.
Halo rings or something like that.
Yeah, it's a Halo ring.
I know
but
what you're
it's-
talking about.
So I went and I looked, and they're all gone. And
Of course.
I told her, I said, hey, I was going to get you this ring, but they're sold out everywhere. And if I do get one, it will not be here in time for Christmas. And she said, yeah, the company is currently, they're halting all sales to the United States because of some patent issue. And I'm like, you can't even buy it? Why didn't you show it to me?
What? I've seen those in Target, and
Target does have them. Yeah.
I don't understand them.
I
looked at it one day and I was like, why would anyone buy this? I don't
because I think you have the Fitbits and the watches, right?
Yeah.
But they're kind of cumbersome. They kind of get in the way.
A watch?
You tend to take them off more than a ring. So if you just keep it on like your wedding band finger,
It does that too, and it's double purpose.
yeah, obviously you got to charge it, so you got to take a ring off the charge, and then you got to remember to actually put it back on. But even still, it's on you more than your watch would be.
So I don't know. I hate wearing my rings.
I don't hate wearing my rings. I just wear it for special occasions. Like I keep my wedding ring like with me at all times. But I have a tattoo, so
I only wear it when I leave the house. And even when I'm at work, I'll take it off a lot because it doesn't always me.
Ooh,
Is it tight?
It is now.
No, it's just
Fuck.
I don't like wearing them.
Dude,
Because I have my 22 kill ring on my trigger finger, and then I have my wedding ring, and
this is how I know.
I always take them off.
My hands have gotten fatter.
Yeah, I
This
can see
ring-
it constrict.
This ring never used to be that tight on me, and now
Can you get the ring off?
Yeah, I can get it off. It comes right off. It's
Oh, okay. I was like, are we
It's
about
on
to
and
see a
off.
problem?
No, it's just it's a little
Tight.
tight. It's a little tight now.
I can tell when I'm not hydrating enough, or when I'm
That could be that.
Not-
It really could be just my hands are swollen.
yeah. Because I don't wear my rings to Silky's hikes because my hands will swell and it'll cut off the circulation. I also won't be able to get my ring off.
Do you know what helps with that? Hiking sticks. Corny as shit, yes. When I went to Norway, my biggest thing is my hands swell like crazy whenever I hike. I took hiking sticks. My hands never swelled one time.
It's got to be blood flow. I think
That's
that's
what
got to
it
be
is.
what it
I
is.
think it's swinging them.
Well, it's a more exaggerated swing. Also, it's so much nicer to hike with them. Now I understand why people use them. I always made fun of them, like, yeah, pussy. But now I use the hiking sticks, and now I understand it's more than just it's a balance thing. Also, it was icy in Norway, so hiking I needed something, and to kind of check.
How we can tell we're getting old.
Well, it was to kind of check for broken ice and shit. But it was super nice because my hands wouldn't swell. My hands been swelling for fucking years. Even when I was in the army, I was doing that shit. But it helps circulate, keep the blood circulation going while you're hiking. It's great. I fucking love him.
I want to give a fair warning really quick too, by the way. I'm sure y'all could probably gather this on your own, but there's a cooler next to me. I have been drinking all day. Piss breaks will happen this episode. They didn't on the last recording.
The audience doesn't know.
This recording, they're going to happen.
The audience doesn't know. We
just letting you know so you're not like, what the fuck?
No, he's walking off. I got a pig and...
Like, you want to know how I can tell? You want to know how I can tell that you don't listen to the episodes? We will cut out the portions when there's a break, so you can't even really tell.
No, I know. I'm letting y'all know. Like, this isn't for them. This is for you two.
That's not the way it sounded. Okay.
So before we get into weird,
before
we get into the weird Christmas traditions of everybody else, do you guys have any? Well, first off, in the comment section, if your family does weird shit on Christmas, I 100% want to know, because this episode will go out on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I want to know.
I want to make fun of you. I want to bully you online for what your family does.
I need to know what your family does, because I will judge you by that. But do you guys have any weird family Christmas traditions that y'all do?
No Christmas tradition.
No.
When I'm by myself.
Ours isn't weird. I'd say it's pretty normal. Drinking all day.
It's called eggnog.
He suggested eggnog for tonight's episode, and I just absolutely the fuck not.
I forgot. And I'm glad I didn't. I've had too many bush lattes. I feel like some eggnog would just hurt me.
Bush lattes?
Bush light.
I thought a latte was actually like a legitimate thing that they make.
I think it actually might be called latte. No, it is light.
LIGHT, not that LITE thing. I like all light beer. I want that.
What is your tradition, Doc?
When I'm by myself, I will order pizza and play video games.
So normal day.
So just
yes,
the most.
Hell yeah, I love that.
That's like single soldier, single sailor bullshit right there. I didn't get to go home.
Well, I don't really
Christmas.
have a family. I didn't have a family again, technically, until I got married, because it was basically just my uncle.
Meanwhile, your wife is in the Philippines for Christmas.
For a wedding.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're probably doing Christmas shit.
Close to Christmas. Is she going to be back for Christmas?
No, she's going to be there till the 28th, but I'm not doing the ATFP shit that I have to do to go to the Philippines. I'm not doing it.
That sucks, though. Doc's going to be alone on Christmas. I'm sorry, buddy.
Not really. I love being by myself. I love my me time. Let's get this right.
Fine.
He was thankful that she was gone.
It was like Christmas.
That means that's less things that because she always wants to do more like group for the holidays. She wants to do either a family thing if we can, or like a group thing, kind of like a Friendsgiving or something like that. And I'm always like, I'll do it, but I don't want to.
So me and Alicia are very on our own with stuff. Us being down here, we now don't have to go to people's houses for Christmas. We can just do our own thing. And it's
she wants to do like something special, even if it's just us, which is fine. I just hate doing special shit. I'm not gonna lie.
My Christmas time tradition is we will binge all of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's Christmas movie. The whole thing. All of the Christmas movies.
All of it's Christmas.
At least the first one feels more Christmassy than any of them.
No.
But they are Christmas films.
No, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Vibe. Christmas Story, maybe Elf. Not a big fan though.
Elf's the Christmas.
So 2 years ago, me and Alicia started this tradition, and it was my idea to do this. Every year, we binge watch the worst Hallmark Christmas movies we can find.
That's terrible.
We go and my favorite ones are the military ones, because they're
you just love torture, don't you?
They are exceptionally bad. Bad, because
uniforms are all fucked up.
Not lately though. Not lately. They've had I'm 100% convinced that they have advisors on those movies now, because
they do. The Pentagon is a part of it.
Yeah, because they're now, it's not like the old ones. The uniforms are all 100% accurate, except for the newest one. The newest one, it was a Marine Corps one. And he had his Gore-Tex on, and his Gore-Tex were not the correct color. They were just a very light green. They almost looked like the Navy. They weren't even like the Navy ones. They looked like some German fucking
the guacamole.
It looked like guacamole.
What's the name
Ours
of this
look like guacamole.
Oh shit.
Military.
I hate military Christmas movies. It's just so cringe. Like that one movie on Netflix where the guy marries that chick for benefits.
Christmas on Duty.
Oh Jesus.
Hold on. There's one. I look up new Hallmark military Christmas movie and I get USS Christmas.
Stop it.
I didn't see that one. Oh, I see it.
USS Christmas. Okay,
I hate this. I hate this already.
Why is it under Hallmark Christmas movies and mysteries? Hallmark movies and mysteries.
Maybe it's a mystery of who the fuck is watching it.
Oh my God, they're both service members and they're banging. That's
Jesus.
not.
They're the same.
Christ.
They're the same rank. They're the same rank. That was my first thing too. I thought, ooh, fraternization, huh? And like the story of this one is she. And here, let me cut it for the audience to see. So the story is that the girl, they're in some kind of, they're getting ready to go to like this officer school, and he wanted to be an infantry commander, and she was supposed to go to field artillery, and then she tells him, I'm actually taking the infantry commander slot, and he gets pissed off, and they become enemies, and they don't talk. They were best friends all up until she said, I'm actually wanting to go infantry. And he said, you're going to take my slot. And they don't talk to each other for like 6 years. And then they meet again. And I think I don't remember what fucking base they're on. They meet again at this Christmas party. And then they have to go and get the Christmas shipment because snow kept the trucks from delivering presents for Christmas for the kids on base. So now they have to go because they're on duty. They're on extra duty for getting in trouble at this event, at this party. And then they have to go and get the presents. And all I could think of during this was these roads look exceptionally well plowed. Why the fuck didn't the truck make it?
Yeah.
There's actually no snow, hardly anywhere. There's no reason this truck could not have made it. There's no reason for them to do this. They took this weird fucking what's y'all's big trucks for transportation?
7 tons.
They took a shitty 7-ton to go pick up all these Christmas presents off of a list and stuff, and of course they fall in love with each other during this whole process. It's like extra stupid and fucking gay.
I might have to watch it. I don't think I could. I think I'd be cringing too much inside. If it was Army, I could probably sit through it. But because it takes place as Marines, I feel like I'd have a harder time.
The first one I watched, I said, okay, our first day of doing this tradition, we watched a movie called Christmas Homecoming. And basically what it was is like this Army officer is coming. He's just gotten back from Afghanistan. He's on R&R. He's home on leave, but he's by himself. He has no he's traveling and he gets stuck. And it ended up, I hate to admit it ended up being a pretty good movie because it was like not the very, obviously the story was typical guy meets girl in a small town, fall in love, blah, blah, blah. But the character depth of him was he was actually going home for his friend's funeral who was killed on that deployment.
Ooh. Yeah.
So he was his commanding officer, so he feels like super guilty and responsible for not being there.
This is completely unrelated, but did you remember to do a sound check?
I mean, I've been watching it. Why?
Oh, okay. I just because you usually do, and I don't remember you doing one.
I mean, yeah, I didn't do one. I'm just gonna roll in the deep, baby. But yeah,
I like it.
Christmas song, and then they were. It was like super. All the uniforms were correct, and I even told Alicia, I said, "I'm actually all these uniforms are right because it's all army, even the dress uniforms." And then they do his, his memorial service and stuff, and it was very heavy. I was like, "This is not a bad movie. This is actually pretty good." And he's like very wanting to go and to do Christmas tradition stuff, decorating and stuff. And it's all because he wanted, his friend was like that and he wasn't. So he's like trying to do the thing that he knows his friend would want him to do. But his friend that died on deployment.
Yeah.
So it was like,
interesting.
I even looked at Alicia. I'm like, well, I'm actually really disappointed that this didn't suck. But
I'm so mad this is a good movie.
I'm so mad that I like that. Fuck. But yeah,
it'd be like that.
But I'm actually I think I might actually move away from
have a bad time.
I might actually move on from Hallmark to Lifetime Christmas movies because those ones,
same.
No, they are pretty much the same. But like you said, the military ones with Hallmark, they kind of collaborate with the military, so now it's not shitty anymore. They
Lifetime is the old style Hallmark, I think.
It is. So it's extra bad.
Yeah. It's like what most people expect from a Hallmark movie, but like Hallmark is decent now. So like Lifetime is basically what Hallmark used to be.
Well, now with Netflix and shit, all these Christmas movies are just kind of, I don't know. There's so many of them every year, and then now they're on Netflix and stuff. So they're like high budget shitty movies.
They look good.
They look
Script
good.
Writing, not great.
The writing and the acting is usually bad, but the movies, they have to, for a really so bad that you can't stop watching, it has to not only be horrible writing, horrible acting, but clearly really bad budget.
Yes. That's where I love like horror movies. Like low budget horror movies are the best for that because you can make a horror film for next to nothing. And if it's either bad enough or good enough, you can make a shit load of money because that's the genre to do it. And I would say it's just
so bad it's good cult following type thing.
Saw.
Yeah, horror movies
the first
and
Saw
movies both have that in common.
See,
first Saw
I don't
was
think
like a college movie.
I think Saw was weird because the Paranormal Activity was so stupid. But Saw was good because I think it was, in my opinion, pretty well written for what it was.
Significantly, yeah.
It was just, low budget, but they used their budget very well. Versus,
I think it was like a college project or something.
It might have been, yeah, because there was no name actors in it, except for one guy. The guy was in The Princess Bride.
To wrap us back to Christmas, I think there needs to be a low-budget Christmas movie.
There's plenty.
Right. For what?
No, but for the boys. For the boys. Because all of these ones are like romance, and I found the love of my life. I was on my way to make $3.2 million at my trading firm this year, but I fell in love with the farmer man that makes $20,000 a year and lives in his parents' basement until they die. That's where I want to be. I'm tired of those. We need one we need one where the boys link up. You get blackout drunk, right?
There is one.
The perspective of all of them are being single, and then
there's one.
What?
It's called "'Twas the Night."
'Twas the Night?
Yeah, the Seth Rogen. It's got Seth Rogen. It's got the fucking the new Captain America guy. Falcon. What? It's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it.
There are a lot of 'Twas the Nights.
No, 'Twas the Night, Seth Rogen.
Oh, Seth Rogen.
Maybe it's the night before. It might be the night before.
It's the night.
It was the night before.
Is it the night before? Okay. Sorry.
But that's high budget. That's high budget.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, like terrible. Like
that's the premise of what we like kind of want.
The night before Seth Rogen. Yeah, that one's really good. I've seen that one.
It needs to be low budget. I'm sorry. Well, before
but I'm saying like the premise of like how the night before was
what I was describing.
Perfect.
So before we start diving into these traditions,
before we do that, I'm gonna take a couple Tylenol real quick. I'm preparing.
Oh, you're preventive maintenance. I'm gonna refill my tankard here. Look at that, Odin and his ravens with Dropnir. I'm gonna go fill up my tankard with ale, and then we will reconvene. So you know what you should do? Have you broken the seal yet?
Hours ago, but I don't have to pee right now. I'll try.
See if you can squeeze a little bit out of you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody. Now we're getting down to Christmas traditions, weird ones all around the world. So we're gonna start off with a place called
Catalan.
Catalina.
No. There's no wine mixer.
A Catalan log.
There's a poop mixer.
Catalonian.
Nuked at Christmas.
So it's I'm going to show it real quick, the article of it, so people can see what I'm talking about. It's called the Catalonian poop log. Looks like that.
Oh shit! I was looking at the wrong ass thing, right?
The log that poops.
Which one are you on? Why do Catalonian nativity scenes feature a man pooping? Is that what you're on?
No, it's we're on the fucking.
No, the first one is that.
The
Cagatio?
Cagatio. The Catalan log that poops nougats at Christmas. That's what it is. So it's it's a pooping log. It's the first time I heard about the Cagatio or Tio de Nadal. My family was getting settled into our life abroad in Barcelona. This is a Spanish tradition.
It's like a Mr. Hanky.
This is Hanky the Christmas poo. You're not wrong. This is Hanky the Christmas poo. He loves me and he loves you. A new friend's teenage daughter was telling us about the Catalan traditions she celebrates at school. During Christmas, there's a log that you feed scraps of food, and then he poops presents when you hit him with a stick and sing a song. So you fucking, even though the log is supposed to be, it's weird. Like, you hit this log and you beat it until it shits everywhere. So the translation, it's like Cagatio, Tio de Nadal, no cagues arengue. I'm not going to say it in Spanish. Fuck it. So the translation says poop log of Christmas. Don't poop salted herring. They are too salty. Poop turins. They are much better.
Okay.
I had so many questions, mostly why was a log being urged to poop something called turons, or whatever, to eat? When I asked the Catalan friends, there were no clear answers. Apparently, Cagatio is like Santa. Okay.
Got a shitting Santa.
You take the presents, you don't ask questions, but I wanted to connect to the dots. So you take
they're connecting the turds.
You eat the shit and you eat the poo-poo. You take the poo-poo and you eat the poo-poo. You don't ask questions.
Is that where milk duds come from?
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. Cagatio starts pooping or popping up. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said pooping. It says popping up in the markets. It starts popping up in markets at the beginning of December, which I find funny. So they took a piece of fucking wood, stuck a nose on it, and painted a face, and they sell that shit, and people buy it.
Literally, that shit.
You can literally just take a couple tree branches, glue it to a log, and paint on it, and boom, you have a shit log. Congratulations, you didn't have to spend any whatever they use over there.
We do the same thing with trees. We go to a place and we're like, I want that tree in my living room.
I buy a plastic one, so
little
it
different
lasts for many years.
Little different, because the act of going to find, because we have regulations in parks that you can't not just go cut down a tree.
Oh, of course.
It ain't like the old days. This isn't Clark Griswold, which I found fucking hilarious. Like Christmas family, the family Christmas movie. They live in Chicago.
Yeah, where are they getting this fucking tree from?
And they go to where they go get this tree it looks like Montana. There's mountains and valleys and shit.
It's actually the rest of Illinois, honestly.
That is not what Illinois fucking looks like. I'm sorry. The rest of Illinois is basically Indiana until you get to, like, I don't know, Kentucky.
Yeah. Do you know what Indiana looks like?
Flat.
A lot of nothing. A lot of nothing.
You know what Illinois looks like? The same.
Yes.
More trees. in areas.
That's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't look like that though. There's mountains and shit. No,
I don't remember there being mountains.
there was mountains. And I saw a video. I saw a clip of it, and I was thinking to myself, that really is not Illinois. Where the fuck did they go to get this tree?
I'm gonna rewatch it in like 3 days.
I will say they have one of the greatest lines in a Christmas movie ever. Dad, that won't even fit in our yard. It's not going in our yard, son. It's going in our home. And he breaks the fucking living room window when he sets it up.
No, I think it's my favorite is when he's talking to the neighbor. He's like, "Why don't you bend over and I'll show you?"
Her eyes are frozen.
Yeah,
Honey.
that's
She
good.
can't see the tree.
Where's the
Who gonna put a
Tylenol?
tree that big?
So
Holy shit!
Cockatiel popping up at markets at the beginning of December, a log with a drawn face with a big smile and a jaunty red hat. Around the same time, store shelves begin to be filled with Tyrone, a nougat traditionally made of egg white, honey, or sugar, and almonds. Their fashion, of course, it's a nutty turd. Like you're eating a nutty turd.
Yeah.
Traditionally made of egg. So they're arranged into rectangles or cakes and served sliced into the bite-sized pieces. The most popular versions feature milled or whole almonds and hail from towns in the southeastern region of Valencia. But there's many takes on Tyrone. Caramel, chocolate, fruit, and even liquor-filled versions.
Have you guys ever actually had fruit cake?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There are some people that can make a really good fruitcake.
I've had good fruitcake. Good fruitcake is awesome, but most terrible.
Store-bought fruitcake.
There's only one fruitcake in the world, and it just keeps getting passed around.
Pretty much. I got a fruitcake there was a fruitcake I got one year as a kid because I asked for it. Mostly out of curiosity. Everyone always talked shit about a fruitcake. And I never thought, I was like, it sounds like it would be good.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
So I got
awesome.
one, and of course they got me this cheapest one, so it was hard as a rock, and it was terrible.
My great grandfather actually loved fruitcake. So around the Christmas season, he would always have fruitcake in his house, and he'd walk by it. He'd take his pocket knife out, cut himself a slice off, eat a slice of fruitcake. And I was like, let me try that.
Hopefully it wasn't a poop knife.
It wasn't terrible.
The poop.
Ew. Forgot about that. It wasn't terrible, but it's definitely not something I would buy. And also, we are so close to Christmas. There are people sitting in their homes right now, excited about this log pooping presents. Just remember that.
The lady that he bought this shit from, he said, family making Turin. So the lady behind the counter told him that her family has been making the Turin for more than 50 years. Told this guy that when she was little, she'd leave oranges in front of Tio all night. And in the morning, only the peels would remain. Clearly, her dad was eating the oranges. After feeding him for weeks, on Christmas Eve, a blanket was placed on the non-faced end of Tio. So
What are these bricks in this picture?
Those are the things.
It's the cakes.
That's cake?
Those are the Turons, yeah. Turons, whatever. So they put a poop bag over the end of the log. Kind of like our astronauts did.
They got a fucking colostomy bag.
So what they did was they would put a blanket on the end without the face, and then they would sing a song, and then they would beat him with sticks. Afterwards, she'd be sent to the other room to pray, and when she returned, the blanket was lifted, revealing presents in Turin.
Right, yeah, to fucking
so you feed
wash your sins
so
away.
The tradition is that you feed this fucking log, and then you wrap him in a blanket and you beat the fucking shit out of him, literally. Go in a room and pray about it, and come back and he shits out candy and presents. What the fuck?
Confess your sins. I would shit if I was being beat too.
That's pretty fun though.
So
Let's be honest.
He
that's
said
a fun tradition.
The idea of a pooping Christmas log struck her as unusual. He asked if she thought it was weird. She says, "We're Catalan." She said, as if that was an explanation enough. She's like, "We're Catalan. That's what we do."
I mean, that's pretty accurate. Like, if we were like, we're American, most people are like, yeah, that makes sense.
The origins of Cockatiel and Tyrone are hazy, and their marriage appears to be one of convenience. Any candy type can be placed in Tio de Nadal. So he said, but Tio is implored to poop Tyrone. specifically because it's the traditional Christmas sweet, not just Catalonia, but across all of Spain. Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to see where Catalonia is, and
we're gonna see it. Y'all gonna see a trend with a couple of these. Is that Catalonia, part of Spain, has a fascination with things pooping around Christmas.
Quite literally.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna look up where did Hanky the Christmas poo come from? Because like the
where was
he
he inspired from?
More, yeah, like they're more in tune with things to find their inspiration. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone that just came up with, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it comes from Trey Parker and Messon's childhood experiences growing up in Colorado. They observed Jewish children being bullied and isolated during the holiday season, which influenced the character's portrayal of loneliness and exclusion during Christmas celebrations. The episode serves as a satirical commentary on political correctness, the commercialization of Christmas, highlighting the theme of acceptance and joy found in the holiday spirit, even in unconventional forms like Mr. Hanky. Okay, so that was it was because of watching Jewish children being bullied is where Hanky the Christmas poo came from.
Why a poo then?
So
because they were making a statement on political correctness and like differences at Christmas time. Like he's a piece of shit. He's a poo. He's very different than everybody else during Christmas.
So it's like childhood Christmas shit jokes. Like if you're bad, you get a piece of shit. Over sanitized Christmas specials like the fucking Hallmark ones that we talked about. The musical joke part, like they made it into a Mr. Hanky Christmas.
So let's get into this next one. And I want to show what this looks like for everyone. So why do Catalonian nativity scenes feature a man pooping? And it's not even an exaggeration. Every nativity scene in this area has this little figurine of this dude taking a shit. And they hide it within the nativity. Some places have downright
They're shitting on Jesus.
Can you imagine putting it right on top of the fucking baby Jesus? Or behind, like in a present with the three wise men giving gifts, just like one is a box of shit.
He's just behind the fucking barn or whatever. Just
really quick, the title it said nativity, and I was like, "What does nativity mean? Why are they calling this a nativity scene?"
What
nativity means like the place of someone's like birth.
Yes, the nativity, the birth of Christ.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, is it directly correlated with the birth of Christ, or is it more generalized? It says the occasion of a person's birth. So it's funny, the birth of a shit. It is still technically a nativity scene.
So it's not saying it's like the Christian one.
Wrong.
In and of itself, yeah, it's not the Christian one, but it's the birth of a poo. So it's technically a nativity scene.
This guy, I wandered through some outdoor Christmas fairs in Barcelona, Spain last weekend, and I found many stalls specializing in creches and figures for nativity scenes. One figurine
this picture shows a lot of Jesus stuff.
I know. One figurine caught my eye because it seemed so bizarre. El Caganer. The polite translation, it means the defecator, or one who poops. He usually wears a traditional Catalonian red cap, a white peasant shirt, and squats with his pants pulled down and a pile of excrement on the ground behind him. El Caganer can be found in Christmas nativity scenes, but not in the manger. He's usually tucked away somewhere, presenting
not in the manger,
presenting his gift to baby Jesus, so to say. Yes,
excuse me.
The Catalonians were somewhat obsessed with shit. They're not the only ones. Scatological humor is part of our modern global culture, whether you like it or not. Over the last few years, it's received a bit of a boost with the insane popularity of the poop emoji. How old is this article? 2018, okay.
Got to be pretty old.
No, 2018.
No.
Although the poop emoji appeared on 2010, it didn't come to be one of the most popular iPhone emojis until 2016. Now it can be found on earrings, hats, cupcakes, balloons, and more. The origins of El Caganer go much farther back than that of the poop emoji, of course. In his book, Barcelona, author Robert Hughes traced that the Caganer became popular as a nativity figure in the 19th century. The Caganer also appeared in more modern art, including the Catalonia's own Juan Miro. He painted a baby squatting near his mother washing clothes at a cistern on the farm in 1921, and a surrealist man and woman in front of the pile of excrement in 1935. Where's the baby shitting in this photo?
I'm trying to find the same fucking thing.
It's like, where's Waldo, but where's the poo?
Where's the shit?
Where's the pooper?
Is it in?
Where's the defecator?
Painted a baby.
Wait, I think it's in the very back.
Oh yeah, in the very
middle.
I see it next to the tree.
I see it. For the audience to see, it's right here.
Like the dead center.
Dead center, front and back and center. But so at the Christmas fair in front of Barcelona Cathedral and one in front of the Sagrada Familia, I saw rows of traditional Caganers for sale. These stalls sell many other figurines, so basically create an entire village complete with miniature animals, blah, blah, blah. A tourist...
Wait, so if I were to take a giant shit outside of a church in Spain, people will be like, yeah, he's in the Christmas spirit.
You could try. I mean, I don't recommend that.
Like not in the modern age.
No, and I think nowadays, like, the police might just beat the shit out of you and throw you in jail.
The shit's already coming out. No need to beat me.
So, as tourists, Chucky shops also saw Caganer figures in slightly larger versions on celebrities. Oh my God. It literally is like a bunch of fucking different celebrities taking a shit.
Okay. Putin. All right. C-3PO?
The Queen.
I just see them all squatting down taking fucking shit.
Yes. So
how is that not like against copyright at
all?
All?
Know.
They don't have to follow under the same laws because those are more American laws.
They have celebrities.
I guess that's fair.
They have celebrities like Elvis to politicians like Vladimir Putin, and even FC Barcelona soccer stars. Why? I'm not exactly sure where this affinity for poop comes from, but it's real. Catalonians have an abiding taste for scatological humor and place the value of a good crap on level with that of a good meal, he writes.
Wow.
An old Catalonian folk saying goes, Menjar bi cagar fort, I no tingues por de la mort. Or it means, I eat well, shit strongly, and you will have no fear of death.
Not gonna lie, after some the MRE shits I've had, I agree.
So they literally take this fucking poop figurine guy and hide him in a nativity scene.
That's awesome. I want to start doing that.
Merry
I want to adopt this tradition.
I like it. I'm a fan.
I want a shit figurine now, and I want to hide it in random places in my house now. It's gonna be my new elf on the shelf.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I'm going to get like a small one, a bunch of them. And around my neighborhood, maybe not, they got cameras in our neighborhood. I'll go to a less fortunate neighborhood and I'm just kidding.
Bless them with your shit.
I'm going to find nativity scenes and hide the pooper. In like all
those little ducks that people hide around offices.
Oh, go into downtown Seguin, look for a fucking nativity. Oh, there's a whole Christmas shop that has a bunch of nativity scenes. Just go in there and just put one.
Start putting random ones.
Hopefully that's not a crime.
I don't think it is. You're not stealing anything. You're actually giving.
I'm leaving things. I'm giving them more products. But you're defacing.
You can buy a Mr. Hanky plushie on Amazon.
I'm sure you could.
I believe that.
All right.
But can you buy a shitting figurine?
Let me look.
While you figure that out, we're going to talk about the Yule Cat. The Yule Cat, kind of creepy looking.
Cats are fucking evil.
Yes, you can.
That's awesome.
Yes, you can.
I like how
much?
$20. There's only one that I see.
Is it the same one in the article?
No, but it's similar. It's very similar. It's a guy in a red hat. Yeah, it's a dude in a red hat. Yeah, it's the same thing. He's just wearing a blue vest.
Awesome.
So you can get him for $20.
So the Yule Cat, and I like how this article says the following article contains details that might be a little frightening for younger children.
Most children's stories are based in horror.
Yes. So the holidays are right around the corner, and many cultures have different stories surrounding this special time. Specifically, European countries have plenty of these legends, such as Krampus, Belsnickel, which is Germany, the Yule Goat, which is Sweden, but it's also Norwegian and shit, and La Befana, Italy and Russia. However, there is one Christmas legend who may just fit here at Turpentine, the Yule Cat, or
Yep.
yeah,
Give it a shot, Brock. Get after it.
Yola Couturin.
I feel like it's not how it actually sounds.
It's an Icelandic legend that may be over 1,000 years old. What is the Yule Cat? The Yule Cat is said to be the pet of Gryla, a giant ogre. Oh, I know who Gryla is. Her 13 children, the Yule lads.
Jesus.
It is described as being huge, typically larger than a building, with dark fur, sharp whiskers, and is also shown to have glowing eyes, which can be blue, red, or yellow. The Yule Cat usually resembles the Norwegian forest cat. This is a breed of domesticated house cat with a long, woolly coat, perfect for chilly temperatures, and is sometimes shown wearing a red collar with a large bell. It's a nice-looking cat.
God, the fur. Oh, my God. I can't stand long hair.
I will say, that's a pretty cat.
God, my cats are long hairs, and I fucking hate it.
So the cat's personality can range from simply unruly to truly evil. Sometimes the cat stays by Gryla's side, and in other stories, it is the companion of Stufr, the youngest of the Yule lads. There are not many stories revolving around the Yule Cat, though, and all of them involve its activities on Christmas night. Who knows what it does the other 364 days of the year? So in the legend, the Yule Cat is said to look in the windows of each and every house as it passes on Christmas night. Can you imagine a fucking cat the size of a house walking through your street, just looking in your windows and shit?
No. What are you doing, motherfucker?
What is with Scandinavian countries and the Eastern European countries and having these horrifying Christmas traditions?
To keep these little shits in line.
You know what the difference is? The big difference as to why it's not the same as here in America is because of Coca-Cola.
That's actually a pretty accurate statement.
Coca-Cola
is...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They changed the image of
Christmas.
A lot of things for Christmas for marketing purposes.
They're the ones that popularized what we know as Christmas now.
Like the marketing and like how it all
the drink that had cocaine in it for the longest time.
Correct, yeah.
Makes sense.
The marketing strategies obviously were just better here at the time, and that's what just became popular. So.
Like polar bears. Polar bears are not that friendly.
So here's also what the cat does in legend. It looks through the presents the children have received. If they have received new clothes, specifically socks, the cat will move on. However, if the child did not work hard enough to receive a pair of socks, the Yule Cat will eat the child.
Nice.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's the other thing. It's never like how Santa leaving cold. No, all these like Slavic and Eastern European traditions are the child dies in the end.
Yeah, if you weren't a good little boy, you're gonna fucking die.
Children of the wealthier families were encouraged to donate extra pairs of socks to less fortunate families, so as to provide protection against the Yule Cat. It seems that the legend of the Yule Cat began spreading as a way to encourage farmers to finish their work in a timely manner. This was so that there was enough wool, leather, and other supplies to make clothing for everyone. However, clever parents thought that this could also be a way to convince their children to do the chores.
Yes.
Also, to ensure they get a pair of socks on Christmas morning. The legend.
How valuable are socks in this country?
Dude, socks back to like fucking. It's Iceland.
I guess that's fair.
And which, by the way, not covered in ice.
Wait, no. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, man,
it's
no,
still
very cold.
It's still shitty and gloomy and cold, and there's nothing there. Like nothing grows.
No,
they have
like it's named strategically.
So it's like $12 a pint.
The Vikings that went to Iceland did it to kind of like start their own thing, but when they got to Iceland, they realized you can't farm Iceland. the soil is volcanic. It's not very good for a crop. So fishing,
Not the average crop.
Not the average crop. I mean, look, Norway, you can't even grow corn. There's hay everywhere. There's no actual like cash crop.
Yeah, wheat.
Yeah.
So the legend of the Yule Cat has been used to promote work, timeliness, and good fortune amongst the children of Iceland. The origins. There are a lot of conflicting thoughts on how the story of the Yule Cat originated. The first is that their legend came from the figure of speech that roughly translates to dress the cat, which was misinterpreted to be a monster by later authors. Another is that the Yule Cat was a traditional follower of Santa. Yet another is that the Yule Cat dates back to traditional Christmas celebrations where the performers would dress up as animals and dance, which saw a lot of that over the weekend when I was at Viking Festival.
Nice. Did you go? Were you a furry this weekend? Is that what you're telling?
No, it wasn't. They weren't. People were. It was more people wearing furs and having like fox furs and shit on them. No one was dressed. No one was dressed like an animal. People had animal furs on them, to include myself. And like people dressed like with runes and shit on their face and dancing with fire and.
But PETA was everywhere.
Germanic tribal music playing. We lit a giant wicker goat on fire. I had blood smeared on my head. It was good.
That's the goat tradition.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Skull, everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Huzzah.
So no matter the origins, the Yule Cat has become a staple and tradition of Icelandic Christmas celebrations. In the 1970s, a song was developed based on the poems. One of which being the story of the Yule Cat. This song became popular across the country in 1987 with Yule Cat, blah, 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 blah. Now, the capital city of Reykjavik can even created a 16-foot tall statue of the Yule Cat. Wow. They decided to place it in their city square in 2018.
Is it there all year long?
I didn't see it when I was there.
What the fuck do you mean is a statue they made and put it in the square there all year long? Do you think they just remove the statue?
Yeah, some statues are actually movable.
Yeah,
there's even like a thing. There's a statue thing that used to like it goes from different cities to cities.
Actually,
and like they're spread throughout the town.
Didn't know Yule Cat.
A newfound appreciation for Christmas socks. That's true. I actually do get appreciative when I get Christmas.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
It is not very cool looking. It is pretty creepy.
What did you search for? Did you do Yule Cat?
Yule Cat statue Iceland. I thought it would look way different than that.
Oh my God.
Air out or remembered that shit.
I thought it would be very different.
Fucking terrifying.
Like the bronze, the brass, like
same.
No, it's made out of twigs and filled with lights with red eyes, and it's scary. And it looks like a naked cat.
I like how this go further down and see a drawing depiction of a giant fucking cat staring into someone's house. And that's the Yule Cat.
That's scary.
It's not a furry cat though, for sure.
No, the statue does not depict a furry cat.
No, that looks like just a normal like cat you see.
It looks kind of like a Sphinx cat a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, looks like
the ball sack cats.
So onto
I love ball sack cats.
Onto a more fun tradition. The Christmas pickle. I've come for your pickle. The Christmas pickle. The tradition of the
Christmas pickle.
The tradition of the Christmas pickle has got to be one of the strangest modern Christmas customs that no one is quite sure why it exists at all. Because a lot of people, I've read this, like a lot of people are like, they kind of argue of its origin, and they also argue of whether or not it's even a real tradition. But it is now.
If it's, Jose's a tradition now.
In the 1880s, Woolworth stores started selling glass ornaments imported from Germany, and some were in the shape of various fruits and vegetables. And it seems that the pickles must have been among the selection. Around the same time, it was claimed that the Christmas pickle was a very old German tradition, that the pickle was the last ornament hung on Christmas tree, and the first child to find the pickle got an extra present.
That's interesting.
It also seems like someone's uncle will be like, if you find my pickle on the tree, I'll give you an extra good gift this year. It's a Roblox card. Around the same time...
Check out the Roblox episode.
So around the same time, it was claimed that the Christmas pickle was a very old German tradition, and that the pickle was. I read that. However, the claim that it's an old German tradition seems to be a total myth. Not many people in Germany have even heard of the Christmas pickle. Similarly, in Russia, virtually no one knows the supposedly Russian story of babushka. Some families now have the tradition of hanging the pickle on the tree, with the first person or child to find it getting a present, but it probably didn't start in Germany. Where do the pickle legends come from? There are two other far-fetched stories linking the pickle to Christmas. One features a fighter in the American Civil War who was born in Bavaria, which was now Germany. He was a prisoner and starving. He begged a guard for one last pickle before he died. The guard took pity on him and gave a pickle to him. The pickle gave him the mental and physical strength to live on.
That better be the best fucking pickle. Sounds like he sucked his dick. Is what it sounds like.
He probably sucked the pickle like, I'll eat your pickle to not let me die. Just,
Let me see your pickle.
The other story is linked to St. Nicholas or Santa Claus. It is a medieval tale of two Spanish boys traveling home from a boarding school for the holidays. When they are stopped at an inn for the night, the evil innkeeper killed the boys and put them in a pickle barrel. That evening, St. Nicholas stopped in at the same inn and found the boys in the barrel and miraculously brought them back to life. There's an old legend about St. Nick rescuing boys from a barrel, but the barrel was originally holding meat for pie, not pickles. So it's most likely that the ornament salesman with a lot of spare pickles to sell invented the legend of the Christmas pickle. The American city of Bare Means, Michigan, has an annual pickle festival held during the early part of December.
I would
what is with the killing of kids and all of these traditions?
Because you have to get them to act right for the rest of the year.
Yeah, you got to keep these little shits in line.
I mean,
that's why.
Threaten them.
I guarantee you that's where all that comes from.
Threaten them with like no presents on Christmas or taking shit away or whatever. Nope, death. Death is what
I think back in the day, there wasn't a whole lot to take away from them. It was just death. I will fucking die.
Yeah.
I would actually consider traveling to this pickle festival. I love pickles.
I thought you were going to say you would actually consider death of the children as an option.
No.
To scare them.
I love pickles,
not like an actual option.
Yeah, no, not to scare them. I wouldn't do that. That's rude. I would go to this pickle festival.
If there's not a pickle Rick,
I would make this I guarantee you there is. But this to me sounds like heaven because like you got to be able to walk around and you get to try 500 different people's pickles. Like
that
types
sounds
of
suspicious.
Pickles. Like it does sound suspicious, but like hear me out, dude. Like put the nasty thoughts away. You could eat pickles all day. Come on.
Can't stand pickles. It's literally a fermented. It's a fucking rotted cucumber. It's a fermented rotted cucumber.
I think that
pickles
you are a government plant and swine.
You can't get a pickle without a cucumber rotting.
No, you can. Have you ever you've never made pickles at home? You just cut up a cucumber and you put it in a bunch of vinegar and dill and it sits in your fridge for a few days and then boom, you have pickles. It's called
fermenting.
Rotten.
You know what the definition of fermenting is? Rotting.
Do you know what's in Wisconsin? Do you know what a very common bar food in Wisconsin?
Pickles?
Pickled eggs.
Ooh. I haven't had pickled eggs.
Like there would be a gigantic
there'd
be a giant jar at a bar filled with hard-boiled eggs in a pickle jar. And people would just buy them and eat them at the bar. And I'm like, that is disgusting sounding. Pickled eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs, but throwing pickled eggs by the way, that jar is there year round. Same pickled eggs all year round. These eggs are just sitting in a fucking jar,
fermenting,
rotting. Like, yeah,
but it's safe. It's fine. You didn't try one?
That doesn't make it less gross.
But did you try one?
No. I don't like pickles.
Like, how can you call it gross if you haven't
because I don't
tried it?
like pickles. I don't like vinegar.
It's like cottage
All right,
cheese.
fair.
Cottage cheese is
If you don't like vinegar, then that's
rotted cheese.
Cottage
cheese is something I used to find revolting, and then I tried it, and I was like, "This is actually really fucking good."
I can't do it. I don't like it.
It's curdled cheese. It's
I like it. You mix it with fruit. It's actually
disgusting.
What do you think? What do you think blue cheese is? Blue cheese is molded cheese.
Molded cheese, yeah. And
Gross.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
A blue cheese crumble on a burger, or a blue cheese dressing with your wings. It's delicious.
These are all things that broke poor people made popular because they're like, I can't afford fucking anything else. I guess I still eat this.
Hey, that's what happens when that's what the majority is. When the majority is broke and poor, a lot of these gross things that you're like, this actually isn't going to hurt you, become very popular.
So
I'm just saying.
The next one, I don't really have an article for because it was more of like.
Is it the Christmas card one?
No, this is the Estonia sauna.
Well, you didn't send that one.
Because I said I didn't find an article on it, so I'm just going to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
So,
no, you mentioned it.
Doc.
Yeah.
I was saying, yeah, Doc, you idiot.
Oh,
you
you
already said
stupid
it's an
fucking
article.
idiot. So
stupid bitch.
Estonia is because apparently around Christmas Eve is like a massive tradition to sauna with your family. Naked, fully naked.
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
Yep. Keep it in family.
At first, I was on board because saunas are awesome.
So there's a strong tradition in Estonia and neighboring Finland for having a Christmas sauna or Yule on Christmas Eve or the day before, where families go for a long steam session to cleanse the body and soul before the festive days, often involving nudity as a natural part of the ritual, followed by the rest of the holiday cheer aiming for a fresh start.
So no towels.
Some of the photos I've seen there are in towels, but they also have like those fucking like these branches of herbs and shit. And they just slap you on the back with it.
I just see fucking Blake doing the same
That's
motion.
what they. Yeah, that's what they do.
I was thinking of the bell for the
Shame.
No, it's like branches
department stores.
It's like twigs, branches, and leaves, and they just slap each other with it, and they dip it in the water. I've seen this done in Finland too.
This sounds like a kink. Is what this sounds like.
So,
Of course,
families. So it involves nudity as a natural part of the ritual, followed by the rest of the holiday cheer. It's a spiritual cleansing, a way to connect with ancestors and to relieve stress before Christmas, with practices like using birch whisks and sometimes rolling in snow or lake dipping. So everyone's just naked, getting hot and wet, sweaty together, and then jumping in the fucking snow.
That's a real thing. That's called the polar plunge.
But yeah, can you imagine? It's just like it's your grandma. We're gonna go get naked now and go in the sauna.
Grandma, roll your titties back up. Roll them back up.
They do this thing. It really is a fucking thing that they do. In Estonia, it's customary to enjoy a sauna on Christmas Eve as part of the holiday tradition, considered a way to cleanse your body and soul for the new year.
No, thanks. I'm sorry. Are we boring you?
God, I'm sorry. No, shut the fuck up. I just had to yawn. It says naked in the thing that you found, but I wonder if, like, in the modern era with the internet and all this stuff being like, I mean, like, everyone is more in tune on other countries' norms, right? Other societal norms, where it's like, all right, that does seem weird. I wonder if it's more of like a.
I don't know. Have you gone to other countries
on here?
These other countries have their customs are very different from ours, and like Baltic countries, or Scandinavian countries, and Baltic countries, which are also Slavic countries, they look at nudity and stuff like that very different than we do. It's not even a sexual thing; it's just normal for people to just get naked and hang out with each other.
I feel like that's more of a normal ideology towards it than.
It really is. It really is just a normal ideology around it where people just get fucking naked and they don't even think of it as anything else. We're here and then and even when we went to the Baltic states for training and shit, Latvia and Lithuania are the same way. The women use the same bathrooms and showers as the men, and they use them together. And they don't think of it the way we do. We weren't allowed to do that. They wouldn't let us. Which at the time we were
interesting.
We were pretty bummed out.
We
of course you are.
We left a bunch of prudes to like kind of create America, and now we have become the prudes.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. We were mad because I'm not gonna lie, the Latvian and Lithuanian female soldiers were smoke shows. All of them.
A lot of Eastern European women are fucking fine.
It was you see these women, they look like models. And you're just like, all the females in the military look like this for you guys? Because females in our branch look like me. What are you talking like?
That's true. That's true.
Like, what do the women look like for you? Look at me. Okay. There you go. Take the beard away. There you go.
I bet they used to play softball too.
Yeah, you don't have a beard. You're fucking active, obviously. God.
Yeah.
The women can have a beard. There's nothing against that.
Because there really isn't a regulation saying they can't. The next one. This one's a very well-known tradition. Everyone knows about it. Krampus. Meet Krampus, the Christmas devil who punishes the naughty children.
Hold on, before we get, because we've been based in video games for so long. Did you ever play Call of Duty when they had the Krampus bullshit?
Yes.
Fucking horrendous.
I know.
I don't even. Where the fuck?
I sent it late. It's the last one I sent. So every year in early December, children in Austria get ready for Saint Nicholas to visit them. If they've been good, he'll reward them with presents and treats. But if they've been bad, they'll get a lot more than a lump of coal. They'll have to face Krampus. Imagine the tradition where Santa gives you presents if you've been good. And if you haven't been good, he puts you on a list. That naughty list is a hit list. It's not a fucking, I'm going to give you coal. No, I'm going to have a demon eat you.
I do love the legend of Krampus. And it's funny because, like, obviously the reason I love it is because there is a movie about it here in America.
I know, I've seen it.
And I made it very popular. I haven't seen the movie. I just know of it. And like they had a whole like a Halloween Horror Nights haunted house theme towards it like years ago that I went through that I thought was like really rad. So I was like, oh, Krampus is cool. Like a horrific cool. You know what I mean? I want to watch the movie, but I just think it's neat how like we make a movie about it and now people are like, oh, I know of Krampus.
That's welcome to America, where we just popularize everything. So, who is Krampus? He is the half man, half goat who comes around every year to chase away naughty children and maybe even drag them to hell. European versions of St. Nicholas have long had scary counterparts like Belsnickel and Knecht Ruprecht, who dole out punishments. Krampus is one such character who comes from folklore in Austria's Alpine region, where he's been frightening children and amusing adults for hundreds of years. Krampus
amusing adults
because they're like, this is bullshit, and it's so funny.
Did you guys ever watch the Disney series, or maybe it's a movie, The Santa Clauses, and it's got Krampus in it?
Maybe, I don't know. Krampus.
It's like the Tim Allen movies, like that series.
Yeah,
I don't think Krampus was in it.
He was in one of them. Yes.
In one of the like the most recent one, like the latest one, I think.
I'll have to look it up.
So Krampus,
it's actually really good.
Krampus and Saint Nick's other bad boys have their origins in pagan celebrations of the winter solstice. Later, they became part of. We had a Krampus at Viking Festival. It was pretty cool. Later, they became part of Christian traditions in which St. Nick visited children to reward them on December 5th or 6th. Around that time, his menacing partner would also visit kids and punish them. In Alpine Austria and some parts of Germany, this day was known as Krampusnacht. Sorry.
Hold on, just the roll through of that was awesome. Just
I'm a little bit of an experienced drinker, okay?
I loved it. I thought that was awesome.
So Krampusnacht.
Hold please. 1 second. Sorry to interrupt right there. He was literally just standing behind my computer staring at me. And he was like,
what a way to get your attention.
I just picture a kid just sitting there.
No, that's exactly what it was. It's exactly what it was. With added a little bit of whimsical.
Just waiting.
Yes. Just like that. That little dancing is what I was about to say. Just that.
All right, now we're back. We're back. So, in Alpine Austria, some parts of Germany, days known as Krampusnacht, Krampus night, when adults might dress up as Krampus to frighten children at their homes.
Now, this is a tradition I can get down with.
Can you imagine, like, your family tradition is dad dressing like a fucking horned demon and scaring the shit out of you?
Yes. Wait, what's a dad?
Nothing will ever beat fucking traumatizing a child as a Christmas tradition.
What's a dad, though?
A father.
I think
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I think traumatizing children is possibly one of the greatest things for anyone. Because think about it, like we think about Halloween. What do we do then? Kids dress up, they get candy, have fun. But what's the treat for the adult? You scare the shit out of some children. Here,
we get them candy with razor blades in it.
Have you seen the TikToks of like? Children. We'll get on talking about the elf on a shelf, but have you seen the TikTok of how some of these fucking kids are?
They're little shits.
They need it. Hey, by the way, if you don't behave, Santa's not bringing you coal. This demon goat's going to come and eat you. And I'm not going to fucking. I'm happy to start over. I brought you in this world. I'll give you to the fucking goat man.
Yeah. We need to bring these traditions back because these kids are getting a little ballsy. And
honestly, if I have kids, like I am 100% going to solidify the fear of Krampus in them. Like, no, that's actually real.
These kids need to fear death. They fear nothing nowadays. They're like, oh, you don't mean shit. I'm going to put it on TikTok. I'm going to
touching the elf on a shelf. Like, don't tell them that they're not going to get their toys for Christmas. Like, no, like the elf is now going to go summon Krampus and he's going to come and fucking eat you. He's going to throw you in a bag, drag you away into the dark, and then eat you on a mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
Are we good? Are you going to be good now?
We won't feel bad.
It's not fear of losing your toys. It's fear of death. So children might have also seen Krampus running through the street during the Krampuslauf, literally a Krampus run. If Krampusnacht was a way to scare kids into behaving themselves, the Krampuslauf, which isn't tied to a specific day, was a way for grown men to blow off steam while probably still scaring kids.
Hell yeah.
Austrian men would get drunk and run through the streets dressed as the fearsome creature. Like Krampusnacht, the Krampuslauf tradition continues to present day. Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like people bring their kids. Applaud you. Ja, jawohl. Jawohl. Das ist sehr schön.
Nice.
Sehr schön.
I like that. I want to do that.
And it's literally what it is. It's like it's kind of a parade, but it is a run where people are dressed like fucking demons and Krampus, and they go up to kids and they're just like, you know, and like it's a fucking it's a demon head, you know.
Blake, you should dress up as Krampus for Christmas.
Next year, maybe I might even maybe we make a low budget Krampus horror movie for next year. Release it on YouTube next year. Just a half hour long.
Yeah.
You know, just terrible editing, terrible acting. I think that'd be a really fun project.
Oh Lord.
We could honestly, I could probably get a script written, right? And we could do what's that movie where he is a baby? It's Grandma's Boy. I don't think it's Grandma's Boy. It is a movie by the Wayans brothers. Anyway, it's literally just the grown man, and it's his head, and he pokes through like a little thing. And he looks
Little
like
Man.
Little Man. Okay, Little Man. Do it like that, right? Have someone just be the kid and just low budget as shit. Krampus haunting this obvious grown man.
This feels like that Key and Peele skit where it's like goo goo gaga. I want milk.
Oh, mama milk. But it's just that. Krampus is just fucking scared the shit out of him.
Yeah. So the introduction of mass visual media couldn't help but sweep the charismatic Krampus up in its wave. When the postcard industry experienced a boom in Germany and Austria in the 1890s, it opened the way for Krampuskarten. These holiday cards were not meant to make you feel warm and fuzzy. Ones marked with Gruß von Krampus, greetings from Krampus, showed Krampus stuffing a distressed child into his satchel or preparing to hit one with his bundle of birch sticks. Many of these postcards depicted Krampus going after children with his sticks, leading them away in chains and carrying them off in his bag.
Yes.
Imagine you write to Santa, Krampus sends a letter back.
There is a thing you can send to Santa.
Bad little boy. I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to stuff you in my bag and I'm going to hit you over with my bundle of sticks, yeah?
There is a service that does stuff like that.
Oh, God, I'm sure they do. I would fucking start that service, too. I'll do it here. Fuck them. I know I'm in Texas and we're in the Bible Belt, but we're pagan in this house, kids. Like, you want to see... what did Santa bring you? Krampus didn't kill me this year, so I'm good. There were also cards that were also worth a little more adult. Krampus cards in the early 20th century show him punishing children. Yes, but also proposing to women. In some cards, Krampus is portrayed as a large woman whipping tiny men with her birch sticks and carrying them off in her satchel. In another, a smiling woman dangles a defeated-looking Krampus in the air, holding his bundle of birch sticks behind her back. You can draw your own conclusion about the gender politics of these. For over a century, most Americans probably never saw a Krampus card or even knew who Krampus was. That changed in 2004 when art director and graphic designer Monte Beauchamp published a book of Krampus cards and helped organize an art show inspired with the cards. Whether or not Beauchamp was primarily responsible for introducing Krampus cards to the U.S., Krampus still has become sort of an ironic icon in America. Etsy has a whole section of items inspired by classic Krampus cards. And if you don't have time to send cards, you can buy an ugly Krampus sweater and wear it at your local Krampus party or Krampuslauf. Krampus' popularity in the U.S. arguably peaked in the 2015 feature film Krampus, which shouldn't be confused with the many other low-budget Krampus movies. Although Krampus is relatively new to the U.S., this Alpine legend is the original Bad Santa.
I figured out which movie I was thinking of.
Krampus?
No, it was Red 1.
Oh, that fucking
the one with the Rock, where he also fights Krampus. I thought it was a good movie.
Christmas movie.
I feel like
I actually thought it was pretty good.
Doc, you seem like the kind of person that likes the Fast and Furious franchise.
The first couple, yeah, and anything after that is not even really about cars. It's more of just an action movie.
I have a buddy that loves all of them, and I'm like, he goes to see
the
them
one
in
that
theaters,
has like
and
the
I said,
fucking
you need to stop doing
17 mile long fucking airstrip that goes across like all of Europe,
never-ending airfield.
Yeah. I think it was Tokyo Drift.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't Tokyo Drift
because it was fucking Dom Toretto on that airstrip, and Tokyo Drift was probably the last of the good car-related ones. Then it just turned into the Avengers with sports cars.
Yeah,
barely, but like they threw in like a few cars here and there, but it wasn't car centric.
But it was Avengers with sports cars. That's all it was. It was, Dominic Toretto was basically fucking Superman. Family.
These Krampus greeting cards are pretty badass.
Let me pull them up. I want to see these real quick.
These are pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. I like these.
Are you talking about the old ones? Hell yeah. Look at this one. This one's literally like a scared child. He's like, ha, 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 and like throwing him in a fucking sack. And the little girl's got a basket of apples. Like, it's always the weird European painting faces where the child's just like,
yeah.
Europe's weird.
They're awesome.
This one, Krampus is licking this kid's head while pulling his ears apart.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I like Krampus.
This one's clearly AI generated.
It's my favorite.
I hate AI generated stuff. I see them in art shows. I fucking hate it. You know what? I gotta say,
I'm at Krampus.
Kudos to the artists and vendors at the Viking Festival. because the art that they did, the paintings, they were true, real paintings. They were not AI printed garbage. And I like that.
I hate seeing at
Art.
those kind of events.
Yeah,
where it's just like,
and
hey,
it's just Hobby Lobby does
you
it.
like that? And you're just like, dog, it's AI, man. I'm not fucking buying that.
Hobby Lobby does it.
Do they?
Yeah. I go to Hobby Lobby, so.
Did Papa Meat cover that in his Hobby Lobby video?
Yeah.
Is that where you learned that fact?
No, I went to Hobby Lobby and saw it.
Oh, okay.
Because I do shop at Hobby Lobby.
I do too.
So it like their whole gaming room section and paintings are just AI art. It's so dog shit. Anyway, on to one that all parents nowadays know very well, and that is La Elf on la Shelf.
And before we started this, we kind of found out that this started in like 2005, which is why like some of us never heard of
I
this
didn't really start
before.
hearing about it until like the 2010s. People were talking about Elf on a Shelf, and I just didn't understand it. I said, "What is the what is
I'd
the
heard
point
it
of this?"
In passing, kind of, and it just didn't make sense to me. And then, honestly, probably within the past like 5 years, I've heard a lot more about it.
So
I've heard of it a while ago.
What's the elf on? Do the kids believe in Santa?
Do they actually
quieter about those kinds of things?
Huh?
So I'm quieter about those kinds of things. You can hear me right through the.
Understand.
That is not real.
Don't be quiet about Krampus coming and taking bad children and throwing them in a bag, though. Be loud.
I was not quiet about that at all. I was very loud about that one.
Yeah, Krampus taking kids when they're bad? Absolutely, he will. He will eat them. He beats them.
I can just hear them at the basement door. Just
Krampus is Santa's evil, like dark partner, and he likes to take naughty kids. Instead of giving kids coal, Krampus will take them and stuff them in a bag and beat them with sticks and chew their fucking eyeballs out of their heads.
You hear that?
So, what is the Elf on the Shelf story? How did it become a beloved tradition for Christmas?
It's also kind of creepy, I think.
Elf on the Shelf? Yeah. There's even we're gonna dive into a lot of what parents think the true meaning of Elf on the Shelf is, which is getting kids comfortable of living in a surveillance state.
Conspiracy.
That's a big read-in, but I'm ready for it.
So even jolly old Saint Nick needs some helping hands now and again. While he sees
That's what he tells Mrs. Claus.
While he sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake.
Creepy.
Santa Claus can't be everywhere all the time. That's why he has an army of trusty elves to help determine who's been naughty and who's been nice. And you probably know them as Scout Elves.
That's what they were called.
What's the story behind the Elf on a Shelf? First introduced in 2005, these red-suited figures have become a fixture in homes worldwide come the holidays. They often appear in late November, early December, and can be found in various places around the house. At day's end, they fly back to the North Pole where they give Santa a detailed report on the day's activities. Many parents embrace this magical holiday tradition and participate in arranging their adopted elves in varying setups, which range from the simple to downright elaborate. Although it's all good fun, there's a very specific goal in mind to help encourage kids to be on their best behavior in the days leading up to Santa's visit.
It sounds exhausting because don't they have to do it like they change it up every fucking day?
Whether you've been hosting elves for years or inviting one to visit for the first time, here's everything you need to know about Santa's special helpers, including the history and origin of Elf on a Shelf. So, the story behind it. Before there were Scout Elves, there was Thisbe, a pixie elf carol Abersold received when she was a child. In 1974, Abersold told her 3 children that the elf was there to keep an eye on them, and in the days leading up to Christmas would report back nightly to Santa about their behavior. So someone was like, I want to take this childhood tradition that I had in my house and make as much fucking money as I possibly could.
Genius.
And good for them.
Genius.
Yes. Decades later, Carol and Shanda turned this charming family tradition to the book The Elf on the Shelf. Hey! which is illustrated by Co Steinwart. With the support of their family, in particular Krista and her marketing expertise, the book accompanying the Scout Elf figure debuted at a book signing in Marietta, Georgia in 2005. Elf on a Shelf today. In what is likely the most successful self-publishing stories of all time, more than 17.5 million Scout Elves have been adopted around the world since their debut. How do they sell these things? How do they sell them? They can't be in stores because kids would see them.
They're absolutely in stores.
But kids would see them. They can't
I've never actually seen them in stores.
No, you have. I've never
seen them in stores.
Bullshit.
I've seen them in stores. No, for real. I've seen them in stores.
Next time you see one, take a picture and send it because I don't believe you.
I don't go to stores.
They have their own website.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they do.
Of course. Nowadays, of course.
The Elf on the Shelf is the heart of the Loom Stella Company. The Carroll's daughters, Chanda Bell and Krista Pitts, at the helm as co-founders and co-CEOs. Beyond the book and Scout Elf figure, the tradition has blossomed into an enterprise, including everything from elf accessories to a staged musical to a float at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We created the Elf on the Shelf. Yeah. It is.
Interesting.
We created the Elf on a Shelf tradition to help families have fun during the holidays by sparking moments of joy. Among the biggest joys of the Elf on a Shelf tradition is discovering where the Scout Elf has landed upon returning from a trip to the North Pole. Some elves might simply return to a different spot on the same shelf, while others are found in some truly creative or comical scenes that the adults in the household can't help but share on social media. It seems Scout Elves have grown quite silly over the years, yet they always manage to match the personality of the family. Belle also told today, no Scout Elf idea is too big or too small, and that her company has created many resources to help busy families inspire their elves for a fun and happy season, including the Claus Couture collection of elf apparel and Scout Elf Ideas app. Look at these little elves
this just
and matching jammies.
Terrifying to me. I had a little Pee Wee Herman doll that used to be on top of like this dresser looking type thing as a kid. That thing was fucking terrifying. Like it would just stare at you with his beady eyes. That's how I see these little fuckers.
I went to their website and that's what I was scrolling through as you were reading. Like there is so many different things where it's like, hey, here's an idea for you to do. This is everything that you need to do it to set up the scene. And it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty cool little like.
It's cool, and so we get into like the potential ulterior motives behind this.
The marketing, though, is genius.
It may be all fun and games, but there are some official Elf on a Shelf rules that everyone should follow. Children should not touch the Scout Elves, or they'll lose their Christmas magic. They die. They wither and
that's awesome.
Children, Scout Elves listen well, but they never speak to humans. Scout Elves are always nice, often clever and humorous, but never cruel or naughty. After reporting back to Santa at the North Pole each night, Scout Elves are found the next morning in a new spot in the home. Scout Elves are adopted, not purchased.
The
website says otherwise.
I want it known that I've seen some Scout Elves do some pretty naughty shit over the years, especially with Barbie.
Yeah,
they got to get the cum out. They're stuck. They're stuck in a fucking frozen wasteland for 11 months of the year, sometimes 10 months of the year.
True.
And
Barbie.
Barbie
comes around.
They come to a house. It's got this like fucking blonde smoke show with big titties.
Like
and it's just like
Beach House Barbie. Ken's fucking off somewhere else.
For the girl elves, like they got this dude. This is 6-pack abs and stuff. Looks like some shit out of a dark romance novel, especially if it's a G.I. Joe.
They're smut books.
You go to war. Go to war in this pussy.
I bet you there's a weird smut related to Elf on a Shelf.
There definitely is. I can almost I'll put money that there is an Elf on the Shelf smut book.
There's something.
I want you to text Kate and ask her this.
I would doubt that it's a book.
Oh, but
I
there's
would
something.
imagine it's probably more. I'm not.
You know
looking
what?
It up.
I'll do it. Fuck it.
All right, go.
Elf on a Shelf.
Elf
Smut.
on a Shelf.
Look.
Smut books.
Naughty Elf. Yep, there it is. Amazon.com.
It took all of the fucking one Google search and the Naughty Elf. This
Good
is an
elf
actual
gone wrong.
dude.
Elfed
This is not an
by
elf on
Ginger
a shelf.
Kane.
That's not an elf on
There's
a shelf.
elf-related ones.
Bad boy elf on a shelf.
Hang on. Elf by Ginger Kane. Of course. The book is literally a candy cane cock with like a frosting on top of it. It's got 3 stars.
Oh, that's actually kind of impressive.
It
Out of
goes
5?
When out of 5, so it's 3.2 stars. So when did Holly realize her salacious Secret Santa gift wasn't just a salacious Secret Santa gift? Probably about the same time that the ancient Fae sex god with a sticky sweet tongue and a candy striped monster in his pants appeared on her sofa with one thing in mind: jingling her bells and filling her up as much of a sticky sweet holiday cheer as possible.
I don't like it. I'm not comfortable anymore.
Candy cane,
Jingle
candy
my
cane.
bells right there.
Candy cane.
There's got to be, but this
My
is not
candy
specifically.
cane.
This not specifically Elf on a Shelf though. Hang on.
It's close enough.
There was
Shows
a
up
bad
on the
boy elf on
sofa.
the shelf.
I mean, the first one was just not Elf, but it was Elf was one of them. I think it's what a weird name.
There was bad boy elf on shelf.
But that looked like a guy. That wasn't an actual. It was like just an elf.
Well, yeah, you can't have like the because the elf on shelf looks like a child elf. You can't. You gotta have them an adult.
But it can't look. But it looks. I meant it looks too human. Not like an elf. I'm sitting.
All you need is a pointy ears. That's all you need.
I guess. Anyway, so why families love Elf on a Shelf? This lady wrote that she is obsessed when her family's main elf visits each December. According to them, he doesn't come alone. Ken is married to two adorable baby elves. The wife and children only come on special occasions. My kids are always so ecstatic when they do. An interior
They named the
designer,
elf Ken.
Yeah, of course they did. Let's see. All of us have enjoyed the Elf on a Shelf tradition, no matter how young or old we are. I think it's weird. I don't like it. But the next one from The Guardian talks about Elf on a Shelf is a fun and festive way to teach your child to submit to the surveillance state.
Like it's creepy and exhausting. I can't imagine having to fucking find a new situation for that little shit to be in every day. And you gotta like create little fucking scenes for him.
No, you don't have to do this. People just do it to be fun with it.
Well, yeah, but even still, like if you don't, or like you do it for half of the days and you don't the other half of the days, like did the elf just get lazy, or did you get lazy, Mom? Is that what's happening right now?
Trust me, it's not that deep, and it's very easy to explain away. Very easy.
So the kids are as dumb as we think.
Imagine if every school in Australia, this is an Australia article, I guess, introduced comprehensive.
We didn't get this article.
Well, then I'll read it to you. Then you can just listen like a good little boy. Or Santa's going to come, or Krampus is going to come and. You hear me?
Another good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So imagine if every school in Australia introduced a comprehensive surveillance technology coupled with facial recognition, and it was able to assign a score to each student based on how good a school citizen they were. So China.
I was like, China.
Students could access an app that provided them with feedback of things they'd done or failed
TikTok.
to do. Throughout the day, the day-to-day data could be collected by a general character assessment made on the child on, let's say, a year-by-year basis. And at the end of the year, maybe a presentation night, students would be told if they've been good school citizens or not. I'm going to go on a limb and suggest most people would find this idea pretty repugnant. Many would see echoes of China's oppressive social credit system. Words like Orwellian would be thrown out in reckless abandon. Just don't tell the families around the world whom Christmas involves a character check from Santa Claus. Certainly don't tell the 11 million odd who have adopted the Elf on the Shelf and will have dusted it off for the season. If you haven't heard of it, the Elf on the Shelf explains how Santa is able to see you when you're sleeping and know when you're awake. Manufactured by Creatively Classic Activities and Books, the Elf on the Shelf is a tool used by families to add some more wonder and fun to the Christmas season. Parents move the elf around and kids look to see where it will appear next. They often are also told that because they don't know where the elf is or what the elf is watching, they'd better make sure they're behaving. After all, the elf's job is to report back to Santa Claus. That's right. Santa has an army of tiny, surprisingly mobile little snitches embedded in every home, watching, collecting data, and feeding it back to the big guy. For some families, the elf also gives a handy notes to the kids who make sure to stay on St. Nick's good side. I don't like it when you don't share your toys. I don't want to have to tell Santa about this. Reads one note a parent shared online, which the parent fucking wrote. So, I mean, it was kind of weird for you to write something like that and be like, it's all about conditioning from the surveillance state. It's like, but you wrote that. It wasn't mailed to your house.
Yeah.
Social credit be damned. Santa had it figured out this whole time. We tend to be more skeptical of surveillance when it comes to our kids. For instance, recent trials of facial recognition in Victorian schools have been met with human rights concerns and academic criticism. When Mattel developed Aristotle, a digital assistant to be given to newborn children who would grow and develop alongside them.
Ew.
I don't like that. It was pulled from the market for privacy concerns. Even tools like GPS tracking apps are subject of general debate and controversy. These are good reasons for these concerns. Law professor Julie Cohen argues that privacy factors self-determination and what is shorthand for breathing room for encourage the process of boundary management that enable constitutive self-development. So not only does the collection of children's data put them at risk if that data falls in the wrong hands, there's a stifling effect on children's development when they feel they're continuously being watched. But the elf on the shelf isn't quite an analogous, a fucking word, to China's mass surveillance. For one thing, Santa only has about 11 million elves out there, which is an amateur hour compared to China's Skynet, of over 200 million cameras. For another, the elf on the shelf doesn't use fear and promises of safety to gain people's comfort with surveillance and data gathering. It uses fun. Fun! Like less like social credit system, more Facebook, esteemed company indeed. Of course, Elf on a Shelf isn't actually surveillance because, spoiler alert, it's based on myth. I have no doubt plenty of parents will dismiss what I'm saying. Here's an unnecessary scaremongering over something that is actually fine, fun, and basically a bit of stupid play at Christmas time. First, the rise of sharenting and the pushback from children against parents who post too much information about them online indicates parents are not always the best custodians of their kids' privacy. In general, a generation prone to oversharing on social media may not be the best judges of what lessons Elf on the Shelf is teaching, which I agree. I don't like that. I don't like when parents overshare their kids online.
I like when parents share their kids online.
Second, and more importantly, the effects of surveillance work even if the surveillance isn't actually happening. This is what genius of the infamous Panopticon, a prison designed by British philosopher, where a guard tower, I think we talked about this, where a guard tower could potentially observe any prisoner at any given time, but no prisoner could see the guard tower. It was always possible that you were being observed, which meant you behaved as though you were being observed at all times. This logic, of course, is very creepy. It's also very common. As another philosopher later pointed out, you could build workplaces, schools, mental health institutions, and yes, nationwide mass surveillance networks on similar principles. The concept,
isn't that how religion is supposed to work?
That's how it was supposed to. That's why it became so.
The basis.
The Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church. Now, this whole article basically says, like, is this gearing kids for a surveillance state? Who knows? But yes, the whole
words.
I forgot what the fuck we were just talking about.
The Catholic Church?
The church. So the Catholic Church was more for the, because the church had control of everything back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they used the power of they used like the influence of the church and
the power of Jesus
and like Christian teachings and stuff to make the Bible to basically make people obey, because back in those days, people were not obeying. They were really rebellious and outspoken and stuff against the king. It was contrived for law and order, and basically influenced by, you're going to go to hell. God's going to condemn you if you don't do these things. It was a way to instill law and order, essentially, is what it was back in those days.
Very well.
So, yes. Now, for the more fun traditions, people's actual accounts. And then this one we're going to talk about, a parents perform lewd act in a family Christmas card with their children in the card with them.
Okay. I don't know where this is going.
So it's always really fun and endearing to receive a staged family Christmas card from people you know well. But one festive family portrait was sent around their loved ones is so out there that it made its way onto Reddit's trashy section, and rightly so. So, the location isn't unusual. The family is positioned in front of a fireplace with all three boys sitting in the foreground with their arms around each other, joyously laughing. So far, so good. This is where it gets really weird. The dad is sitting on the ledge of the fireplace wearing a Santa hat, doing the shh with his finger. But here's the clanger. His parents are down.
His pants are down.
His pants are down, and his wife, who is wearing a festive red and white hat, has her back to the camera and is presenting to perform a sexual act on the husband. After the parents are being very satisfied with the image they captured, they got the risque card printed out with a message, "Hope your holidays don't blow." The woman who shared the disturbing image revealed the dad's occupation. This actually came from a friend's financial advisor. I said that if that came from my financial advisor, I'd be finding a new one pronto. Here is the photo for the viewers. Obviously, she's not blowing him.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
I think it's pretty safe to assume
the implication is still there. It goes without saying. It's crazy. What a wild, that was definitely a choice. Definitely a choice.
What if it wasn't even the wife?
Even better.
Like she finds this and she's like, "Who the fuck is this?"
It goes without saying that fellow Redditors were outraged by the highly inappropriate photo. Many were incredulous as to how on earth the couple ever thought that the Christmas card would be perceived as humorous. I hate when people force their sex life on other people, especially with children involved. Why combine family Christmas and good greeting and a greeting card with a lame sex joke? The two adults both thought this was a good idea.
I understand the whole like lame sex joke part, but I wouldn't say that their sex life is like being forced on people.
But you don't want to look at people that you know regularly and be like, "Oh, well, gee, thanks for that image. I really didn't need to see that of you. Like, this is y'all's life, not mine." You know what I mean?
Mommy's sucking daddy's dick behind our backs.
Yeah.
Therapy's gonna be fun.
Isn't there a song like "I caught mommy fucking Santa Claus" or some shit?
It's implied, yes, but it's not those words exactly.
Yeah, kissing. Wasn't it kissing Santa Claus?
Caught mama kissing Santa Claus. That's what it was. Now, these are the ones that are fun and weird. The holiday mega thread. What is the weirdest holiday tradition that your family has? This is a Reddit thread.
What age were y'all when you found out that Santa wasn't real?
It was
11.
That sounds about right. I think I was probably around that age.
Because I looked outside, like my parents, we had 2 houses on the property, and all the presents were in the second house. And I happened to look out the window, and I saw my dad bringing in Christmas presents.
Son of a bitch!
I sat on the computer and tracked all night long. There's
like through the Air Force thing?
Yeah. And I was found at the computer I was found at the computer and taken to my bed and then overheard everything that night because obviously I was awake being hauled back to my bed.
Oh my God.
Unfortunate. Mine was definitely when I think I woke up on the couch one day and I saw my uncle bringing up presents and like eating the cookies. I'm like, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I told my parents that I knew for at least a couple years. And then I think my grandma just kind of figured it out. She's like, he knows this is bullshit.
So I have a family of 5. And when we visit my parents for Christmas, they scatter all the gifts across their 10 acres of wooded property.
Wow, flex much?
Last year, I had to cut a rope to lower a gift because it was suspended 30 feet in the air.
Damn.
What?
On Christmas Eve, we have a tradition on Christmas of the Christmas elf. All the kids take turns putting on a pointy green elf hat and putting a present under the tree. They're all in their 20s now. My wife still makes them do it. They have a bunch of pictures of their board. Let's see.
I like this one. Leaving rum for Santa since it's a rough night for him.
On Christmas Eve, we all pack up into a car and drive around looking at the Christmas lights around town.
I used to do that.
By the way, we drink chocolate milk from a baby bottle while we do it.
Okay, didn't do that.
That's weird.
Yep, that's a new addition I didn't see coming.
We hide a Christmas ornament shaped like a pickle somewhere in the tree and let the kids try to find it. Whoever finds it gets $10 or a small gift.
Oh, nice. A little circle back there.
Oh,
Let's say we've
circle
come
back
full
right
circle.
there.
I like that.
It's like a circle. It's like a circle. No, I don't want to update.
There was a tradition that apparently my in-laws have. And they told me that I had to do this. And I told them, I'm like, I'm going to be honest. With my back issues, I am not doing that. Jumping out of a moving car.
Why?
I need more context.
So apparently there's a tradition in her family where you
try to kill your children?
y'all get in a car and like if you're a new member of the family, you have to do this. Like
survival of the fittest? What the fuck's happening?
They bring the car to a certain speed. You got to jump out of it and roll, get up, chase the car and get back in.
Excuse me?
That sounds like the stupidest. This isn't a Jackass movie.
This is the most Midwest shit I think I've fucking ever heard.
They are definitely. They're Midwestern for sure.
That's dumb. Very dumb.
Like Chinese fire drill. I've heard of that. I don't really know why it's called a Chinese fire drill. It sounds racist.
What is that?
Where you get out at either a stoplight, usually a stoplight. Everybody gets out, they run around, they do a lap around the car, and then they get back in before the stoplight changes.
See, that one's fun. I've seen people do that. That one, I'm like, all right, I know what you're doing. That's fun. You know what I mean? But jumping out of a moving vehicle,
is
weird.
Yeah, I'm questioning your wife's family's mental stability right now.
Here's a fucking weird one. Narnia.
Weirder than that?
My mom and dad turned their bedroom into Narnia. You open their door. You open their door and get met with a fur coats and a load of fake snow chucked at you by one of my cousins. An overworked smoke machine has filled the room with magical mist, so the only thing you could see is a half-size street lamp glowing in the corner. As the smoke clears, you see Mr. Tumnus, who is my dad, who greets you with some recorded flute music. After this, yeah, I think so. I don't know. After this, the White Witch, who is my mom, invites you to her sleigh, which is her bed, and offers you some Turkish delight. That's when things get really weird. When all the siblings are on the bed, the sleigh ride begins. They've set up a projector which shows the first-person view of a mountain ride, while they and my cousins, who are dressed as animals, run up and down the sides of the bed, throwing fake snow at you, holding bits of tree to make it look like in my mother's words, more realistic. Then we all get drunk and open our presents. I should point out that this family tradition is only 3 years old, and it's gotten more elaborate every year. I should also point out that the youngest of the children in my family is 25. Also, we have Christmas on the 27th, so everyone can go to their partner's families on the 25th.
So
that's weird that it's everybody's that old.
And they started it when they were all that old.
Yeah.
Like the youngest,
They're all adults.
they were all in their 20s when they started doing this.
You can't tell me that drugs were not a part of this, okay? I will not be convinced otherwise that there were no drugs involved here. Oh my God. We usually have a neighbor involved in this one. We celebrate Sinterklaas Day as well as Christmas. And this one is one of our Sinterklaas traditions. On the eve of December 5th, the neighbor dressed all in black would come to our house, unbeknownst to us, even though we know it happened every year, so it's not unbeknownst. And they would viciously pound on the door, throw it open, run into our house, and throw small hard cookies everywhere, and then run away. And then we would put them into a bowl and snack on them for the next few weeks. What is happening in this household?
My great grandma used to do body shots off of babies.
Wow. Okay.
Whenever a family member would come over with their baby.
Grady likes to party.
Whenever
That's not where I saw this going.
Talking about
whenever a family member would come over with their baby, my great grandma would check to see if the soft spot on their head had closed up. If it hadn't, she'd put tequila on the soft spot and suck it off their heads. She did it apparently to close the hole faster because evil spirits come in from that hole, and she believed that it took them out.
She's just sucking away evil spirits from the baby's head.
I almost spit my beer out. I don't think that can be topped.
Fuck. Oh my God.
That's the new tradition right there.
God. What?
Granny likes to party. That's got to be the leading clip right there. That's
oh shit.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
We have found the leading clip, Brock.
There's no topping.
Fuck, dude. Hey,
You really can't.
It's Reddit, man. Oh my God.
Well, Reddit's been disappointing me up until that.
Wow. That was amazing.
Of course, the first comment said, despite some of the other odd ones, this one's the only one that I really started to slowly say, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
I love that.
Evil spirits.
Yeah, we're not beating that.
And then as I read the soft spot, if she would see if it closed, and she would pour tequila in the fucking dip in their skull and suck the tequila out of it.
That's so gross.
Fucking God.
Could you imagine though? Like, here's the new baby. Somebody get grandma's tequila. But hold on. No, think about the process for that to happen though. Like, give me the baby. Press. Hold on. Let me get the tequila. And you're just standing there as a parent. Like, what are you doing with my child, Gam Gam?
Imagine knowing this about your grandma. Like, you've seen your grandmother do this for years.
Yeah.
And you just bring your newborn over and you're like, hey, is grandma's gonna be at Christmas. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I wonder if it's like a good luck charm in that family. Like, Gam Gam. Come on.
Yeah, like they're all like, we gotta take the newborn baby over to see grandma.
Oh man, that's so gross.
Imagine your alcoholic grandmother just convincing your family to do body shots off of as a excuse to get fucking hammered at Christmas.
Oh, fuck. Well.
Oh, this is fun.
Drugs.
I'm just reading this to y'all. Because it's not going to top the other one. But this just sounds fun and sounds like something I want to do as my kids get older. Every year, we have my father's extended family and small bits of my mother's extended family over for a nice big turkey dinner. For years, the tradition was to get hella drunk and have a head measuring contest. Biggest head gets a trophy, gets a big trophy. Smallest head gets a much smaller trophy. All is well. But as of a couple years ago, the new tradition is to have a drunken Nerf sword battle between the whole family, mostly sober kids versus very not sober adults. Every year it ends poorly, and every year we say never again, but every year it happens. I love the idea of just getting super hammered with Nerf swords and fighting my family.
Dude, Viking Festival had Nerf swords and shields and shit. And they had like, they made these custom foam weapons where it was like, me and Alicia were walking, and they said like, hey, do you want to like fight each other? I was like, and Alicia's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you sure you want to fucking do that? Because and she's like, yeah. And I was like, what is it? And they said it was like these foam swords and shields. And I was looking at the weapon rack, tons of them. And I saw a massive fucking Warhammer. And I looked at her and I'm like, you want that smoke? You sure? Like, we'll do it. Like, I'll let you.
Did you buy it?
No, it was for you to like get the shit and fight each other there.
Oh.
And
did you do it?
No, we didn't. Because she was like, I know. I think maybe next year I'll be like, I'm going to get the Warhammer. Because it's like
we're gonna
the head of the hammer
all of our
is
marriage
like
struggles.
The head of our hammer. Well, we don't have marriage struggles. The head of the hammer is like that long, that wide. It's like a fucking crazy hammer. And all I could think, even now, like going home, all I could think about
my wife said to me
was what would have happened if we'd have done this? I could just see myself.
You knocked out your wife.
Boom! Just knocking the shield out of her hand and be like, ah!
That probably would have been a shitload of fun.
I think it
Kate
would have been fun. Kate wouldn't do it? Alicia
No, she would.
Oh,
she would have been the one to be like, bring it.
I
suggest it. She would suggest it.
I honestly, I feel like Caitlin can be scrappy.
Yes,
she's very.
I can fully.
Scrappy.
I can absolutely see that.
She seems like a scrappy gal.
She seems like someone. She's like, I'm sorry. What'd you fucking say to me?
She is.
There's like very little fear in that woman. I can tell.
She's scary.
I know. I can.
he's like, she beats me every night.
I've been around some scrappy women in my time. I can tell you right now, just a little bit of exposure I've had with Kate. She's a scrapper. I know it. Yeah.
She is.
Brock's been fingered. He knows scrappy women.
What does that have to do with anything? That's nothing to do with it. Yo, I love that you love bringing that up.
Well, let's wrap this up, guys.
All right.
We hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. We hope you guys enjoyed this show. We'll be back at it again next week with another one. We got to figure out what we're going to talk about. But
answer our questions in the comments, you silent fucks.
Or just comment or something. But we want to know. We do want to know, what are your family traditions that are very unconventional or weird? These Christmas traditions on Reddit were very underwhelming. I saw some and I thought they'd be funnier than they actually were. Nothing will top fucking Body Shot Grandma.
Yeah, if it beats Body Shot Grandma, by all means, fucking let us know.
Merry Christmas, Happy Yule, all the other holidays that we didn't cover. We hope you guys have a really good holiday weekend.
Merry Christmas, Happy Chrysler.
May Santa give you everything that you want, and may Krampus not have eaten your children. Or if you wanted him to, sorry that he didn't. If he didn't.
I'm rooting for Krampus.
Of course you are. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. Feliz
Merry
Navidad.
Chrysler.
Yeah.